The heated back and forth we've been discussing underscores the need for people to get involved in the political process. Might not feel like it all the time, but you have the power to be the change you'd like to see. As voters, we choose our representatives in government, weigh in on issues that shape our future. On top of that, it is a pivotal election year, as we've said, and several groups are working to get out the vote, making sure you have what it takes to register and cast your ballot in November. First up, know your deadlines. You have about a month to make sure you're registered to vote. In Missouri, it's less than that. In fact, deadline is October 9th. It is October 15th in Kansas. It's why the League of Women Voters Kansas City is really ramping up efforts this week to make sure people are prepared to make their vote count. Tuesday is National Voter Registration Day, leading off a major push to sign people up before they head to the polls. Let's discuss with Ann Calvert, president of the League of Women Voters Kansas City. Thank you so much for being here. We have 7 weeks and change now before Election Day. As we've been looking at this, you have about half that time, as we said, to sign people up. What's been going on behind the scenes? You've been working on this for a while now.
We have. We register voters year-round, but it's been especially busy lately. And between now and the deadline to register to vote, we have all kinds of voter registration events coming up.
And Tuesday, as we said, National Voter Registration Day. That means that your staffers and volunteers are just out all over the place, right?
We are. Yeah, we'll be at Longview College, we'll be at Penn Valley, and we'll be at 3 bus stops in Kansas City, at 31st and Troost, 39th and Troost, and at 31st and Prospect.
Tell me about the bus stop strategy there. I mean, you're really reaching people where they're commuting, where they're going to be, I guess, right?
Yeah, we looked at data, and we know where there's lower voter participation, and so we go to where the people need resources.
How is this year shaping up compared to past years? Obviously, it's a big presidential election year, but what's different this time around?
There's a lot of enthusiasm for registering to vote. We've been getting just tons of requests to register all over town, and so lots of energy.
Nice. And as we've said, the League of Women Voters, you know, is a nonpartisan group. We're just working to protect and expand voting rights. Are there any new challenges that you're seeing on that front this year?
There are. We have a very strict voter ID requirement in Missouri, and so that's a challenge for people, just getting the information out about what kind of ID is acceptable when you do go to vote. It has to be in Missouri, it has to be Missouri state or federal issued, and it has to have a photo, and it also has to have an expiration date and have not expired any more recently than the last general election 2 years ago.
That's the bigger challenge, I guess, is just to make sure that people get their IDs first, right? And
yes.
It's a whole other process. Any misconceptions that you want to clear up for voters or prospective voters this election season?
Yeah, I want to make sure that people understand that their vote counts, that their vote is safe and secure, and that their vote matters, that it makes a difference, that our participation makes a difference.
League of Women Voters, I know that you're still working on getting candidates set up as far as forums and that sort of thing. That is a process every year, but I'd invite you guys to go to your Facebook page, right, and YouTube page, and see, because it's not just necessarily the key, like race for governor or things like that. People are very involved in the civic process, even in the down the ballot races, right?
Absolutely. There are a lot of people who view our YouTube page for our local elections, like school board and council people. And so do go to our website at lwvkc.org, and you can find all kinds of information there, both about how to register and how to get ID and what's on your ballot, ballot measures that are going to be on the ballot this year. We explain those, and how to view our forums.
Nice. We appreciate it, and we know voting is such an important part of being part of this country, and we appreciate your efforts to get that happening. Ann Calvert with League of Women Voters, thank you so much. Remember, you don't have to wait to register to vote. Start the process online right now. So if you live in Missouri, you can go to sos.mo.gov. Very easy to remember in Kansas, just a slight difference, sos.ks.gov. Check your registration and sign up to vote.